Center Staging is a high-end rehearsal space and provides television award show musical support and live performances all over the country, including the Grammys, Academy Awards, American Music Awards, and Country Music Awards. Conceived to bring the center staging experience to a global audience in 2004, the company launched Rehearsals.com. Rehearsals.com produces and distributes original high-definition digital video content of musicians as they rehearse, give clinics, and record new music. Rehearsals are recorded by remote-controlled cameras for a behind-the-scenes perspective of recording artists, capturing candid, unscripted interactions among the musicians and the songs they play.
Center staging as a whole is a 150,000 square foot area. We have several different buildings, one of which is just a music warehouse. Surrounding that warehouse are 11 rehearsal studios of various sizes. We also have a very large sound stage where bands will come in to set up their touring rig. Then we have the broadcast center of Rehearsals.com. In there we have 5 control rooms. Each of those control rooms are plumbed for high def and up to 16 cameras per room.
When I was originally contacted on this project, they wanted to come up with a way to put a fly-on-the-wall perspective in rehearsal studios where major recording acts will typically rehearse. And in order to do that, they basically needed to be able to enter into a rehearsal space without actually putting any people in there. And the way that they chose to do that was with robotic pan-tilt cameras.
AMX provided a level of proficiency that I felt very comfortable with. I had looked at several other camera platforms. I'd looked at some other control units. Some had their strong points, but when I looked at what our needs were specifically for a broadcast camera operator, an end user, to grab onto that control panel, there wasn't another unit on the market out there that really did what I needed to do from a camera standpoint. I was a little bit, I would say, in the dark as far as how powerful the AMX system actually was, and until we had an expert, Dan Newman, come in and really show us how powerful the AMX control can proliferate your entire system with the location of all the touch panels that we had through the entire plant, and who could control what from where. It just really showed us that we now had a much greater level of controllability, and it all seemed seamless with AMX. It didn't seem like you were going out and having to get different control systems for one thing and camera operation from another company. AMX provided an entire menu that kind of fit the bill for everything, so it seamlessly came together. And we were able to, I think, make our decision, based on that.
The main reason that we chose AMX for this project is it gives us the flexibility to do absolutely anything that we need to do. Using AMX, we're able to basically put up to 16 cameras in each of the recording spaces here at the facility. In addition to that, we had the challenge of figuring out how to make it so that one operator can run the entire facility from a technical standpoint.
Routing of all signals in our plant is done via AMX. The configuration of plasma walls is done via AMX. The rolling of high-def videotapes and assignment of what goes to those tapes is done through AMX. So AMX plays a very large part in the actual running of our facility. And it's made it transparent, whereas you might need 4 people to do one job in a broadcast facility. One person with the touch of a button can select a camera, route it to the right record machine, can control the start and the stop, can control what feeds are going to that machine as well. So it's a very powerful tool to allow us to run it the way we need to.
The AMX system here consists of a central master, which is an NI3000, a secondary master, which is another NI3000, both of which have card frames full of RS-232 cards and some analog input cards. One of those controls all the user interfaces, and every control room has a 15-inch Madero touch panel as well as a 7-inch Madero panel for the audio operator. And these panels are primarily responsible for running a session. There are also CV12 panels, Madero 12-inch panels, in the video setup room and the central control room, as well as the engineer's office. In addition to that, we have a room that's full of Positrack pilots, up to, I think we're going to have up to 20 camera operator positions in that room. So each pilot has an NI700 that is networked with, obviously, the central controller. And then in the studios, we have mobile racks, each of which has 16 NI700s to connect up to 16 cameras per studio. And the cameras are AMX PT30 pan tilt heads. I would say the benefits of using AMX control in a facility like this would be that the degree of automation that we can provide with AMX is far superior to anything that is typically done in the broadcast industry.
Ergonomically, that control, the pan, tilt, zoom, focus control, makes sense. And being able to have your focus broken off and being able just to do fine focus with one hand, and that's what I liked about this system. Other systems laid out different ways where this is a slider, you have to roll this, or your zoom is here and you're trying to zoom and focus. This control was, I believe, the most superior of any of the controls out there. They give you pan, tilt, and zoom on one stick, and then have your focus on the other.
The ability to do things very quickly and seamlessly without affecting the process that is in play. We are dramatically reducing the labor requirement in order to operate this facility. So it's reducing the ongoing operational costs dramatically, and it's also adding additional reliability to the operation of the system because there are far fewer chances of making mistakes.